part two of the current events plaguing Charlottesville right now at this moment. All right, look, I talked about our lieutenant governor and I talked about our governor. I want to really go back to our lieutenant governor, all right? And this will more or less be about him because we can deal with racial shit. We've done with racial shit all of our lives. I'm 45 years old. I've done nothing but deal with racial stuff because most people don't even know that I am mixed. They assume that I'm Mexican or Spanish or Filipino. They now understand that I'm also a black man. You know, I'm part black, part white, part Cherokee, and you can take that in any order. I relate more with Cherokee. I will make a video about that in retrospect to Miss Warren after this video. But this is the most important of videos in the series of 2 or 3. Rape and sexual assault are not exactly the same. Alright? If you dig in the dictionary for rape, it will say forceful sexual penetration of a man's penis into a vagina. As of lately, those definitions have been changed because apparently women can rape men as well. It does not go as reported as women who are raped by men. Y'all can Google the statistics on that. Trust me, I've done it. It's not a cool thing. But in the end, it's 70-30. Alright? Because 70% of rape victims generally are women from the ages of 13 to beyond. And I said beyond because a lot of the most reported rapes aren't filed until the child is like 18. And that includes child molestation and things like that. And they just go beyond statute of limitation before a person is brave enough to come out and speak. Alright? Now, being accused of rape and child molestation is the one stigma that you can never escape. And once it's there, even if you didn't do it, it stays with you forever. You know? And that's why I'm making this video. Because he's been accused of sexual assault. Not initially of rape, but sexual assault. So, let me break that down one more time. Rape is the forceful sexual penetration of a man's penis into a woman's vagina. Alright? That is rape. Again, the dictionary has changed that because now women can rape men as well. But either or, for the most part, generally it's forceful penetration of a man's penis into a vagina. Alright? Got that out the way. God, I hope I did that right. Now, sexual assault can be anywhere from playing with the woman's clitoris, playing with her anus without her consent, rubbing her boobs, groping her butt, almost anything as simple as a freaking hug, possibly a kiss. You may accidentally bump into a girl and they may call that shit sexual assault these days. So I'm exceptionally careful to give women plenty of space when I'm walking past them, just out of fucking fear. And mostly it's because of the Me Too movement, but you know, the Me Too movement has destroyed a lot of lives. And I'm not saying that they've destroyed all bad people. They've hung up some good people too. And this is the thing. This dude, this lieutenant governor, I can't think of his name right now, but for Virginia, the lieutenant governor is in a little bit worse shape than the governor. Because if the governor want to Michael Jackson that shit up, do it as a white man. Put your little glove on. Yeah, do it as a white man. Don't do it as a black man. Because it's only going to dig your grave with a silver spoon. Thank you, Stevie Nicks. Now, if you're accused of sexual assault, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not fun. It is not remotely fun. And I say that because James here was accused of being a Charlottesville serial rapist. Freeze, I know what you're thinking. How the hell do you personally look like the Charlottesville serial rapist? Charlottesville serial rapists have been raping people for damn near 20 years. When I got pulled over, I was 27. So for me to be the Charlottesville rapist, I had to be getting a lot of ass from 7 years old and beyond. I was 27 years old when they pulled me over. Because it was the year I made my first film called Fallen Dragons. Thank you to everybody who helped me out with that. As soon as I find it, it will be uploaded here when I find it. But, you know, the whole thing is that I got pulled over by 3 ATF agents. So I know what this lieutenant governor is going through. I ain't raped nobody. But to sit there and have them go through my shit and accuse me of shit, and then it's actually 6 of them. There's 3 cars. and to sit here and know how this guy feels, because he's like, you fit the description. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? So they asked me some questions, and we'll get back on the lieutenant governor because this will tie into that. First question they asked me was, what was I doing at this time in the morning? And the time was like maybe 7:30, 7:15, somewhere between there. And my answer was simple. I told him he didn't want me to answer that question, and he told me, boy, you better answer the question. So I told him, okay, well, if you must know, I was taking a shit. He's like, well, what did you do after that? I said, I did what most people do. I wipe my ass and then I wash it. My hair is still wet. I just got out the shower. He said, well, where are you going? I'm going to go hand my partner a rejected letter from Sundance with our movie on a VHS. Yes, those are those big-ass things that go in VCRs. So, being that I was of color and that I was wearing Nautica jeans and a Nautica jacket, the assailant was wearing a Nautica jumpsuit. Now, denim and cotton don't look nothing alike. Alright? Now, I'm in a red, white, and blue Nautica jacket and blue Nautica jeans. This is one of the things that made me stop wearing jeans. Because I kind of, after that, I never really wore another pair of jeans after that. But for them to harass me about that shit, simply because I was colored. Alright? Now, for the lieutenant governor, he's being thrown under the gun by two women of color. And again, like I said, this is coming up kind of fishy due to the fact that it's about to be another election year just about to start. Where were these accusations for the governor and lieutenant governor before we voted them in? Where was that? You know, oh, y'all wanted them to get in real good and deep and do some work, and then y'all wanted to virtually fuck them. You know, and it's pretty much what's going on right now. Now, on the governor's half, you know, blackface is serious, but it ain't as serious. To me, anyway. I mean, Ted Danza got into some deep shit way back in the 90s when he was dating Whoopi Goldberg, or supposedly dating Whoopi Goldberg. He came out on stage in blackface. Y'all don't remember that? It's probably something that no one wants to remember. Ted Danza has recovered from that. You know, the guy from The Good Place. That's right, Ted Danson, the guy from Cheers. That didn't change his acting. Now, the only actor I know for sure that has not recovered from anything racist was the guy that played Kramer, because he had an outright tirade and called some people the N-word. Now, for our lieutenant governor, you know, like I said, sexual assault, that is some very, very serious shit. You know, and that's a crisis point for this man. That is a crisis point because he is a young man of color. I know he's younger than me. I'm 45. I don't know how. I think he's like 32. Maybe one of the youngest lieutenant governors. He might be my age. He might not be. I don't know the guy personally, but I know he's young. This could probably ruin him for any other political recovery. You know. And that's that. And the third guy, I don't know his name or whatever he did, but it was something racial. And America's one heartbeat away from having a straight up race war and establishing of dominance, and this will be bad for everyone, regardless of what the fuck your color or your gender is. This is just bad. It's just bad all the way around. But the sexual assault thing is worse because the sexual assault is one of those things that, one, if it's proven that he sexually assaulted them, he could get locked up for a long time. Two, it ruins it if women around the world are being sexually assaulted and these ladies are just calling out sexual assault. This is going to spin into my third video, so I'm going to stop right here. I'm James Williams Jr., come back with number 2, BC and you.